Sure.
So MOANA, incredible film.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Your character Maui, who I loved, certainly has like a big ego.
Yeah.
And I think many people can relate to that because we often have to check ourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
So who in your life holds you accountable for your ego?
The women in my life, easily. My 15-year-old daughter holds me accountable.
The baby.
The baby.
Not yet.
That's what they do, you know. But it's really all the women. It's definitely all the women in my life who hold me accountable and who check me, and that's what I really love and appreciate. Because you know, sometimes our world gets crazy and it's nonstop, and there's enough, especially in my world. There's enough yeses that happen around every corner. And every need is met, right? Because we all hear all these crazy stories, but it's always really nice. I keep the ones who feel comfortable to check me and say, no, that ain't gonna happen, or no, don't do that, or no, that's just dumb. I keep them very close.
Now, what I really loved is your character, the tattoos, the stories that were kind of told throughout the tattoos, and I know you personally have a lot of them. So, if your tattoos could talk, which one would tell the most important or interesting story?
It would be this one that is all on the left side of my body, my chest.
Are we gonna get The Rock to take his shirt off? No, I'm joking.
Hey.
No, I'm joking.
It's like this one.
Yes.
And here is I would say that because it's Polynesian tattoo, and it's in our culture. I'm half black and half Samoan, so in Polynesian culture, it's a rite of passage, and so this tells a story of my life, and I got it at a time where I was going through a lot, as oftentimes, right? Sometimes, you know, we all go through a lot of things, and total 3 or 4 sessions, total 60 hours. So it was a very long time, and probably the biggest message of this whole tattoo that tells the story of my life is what we have in Polynesian culture. We have a word called MOANA, which means power and spirit, and it is the basis of my tattoo. So it is always about remembering your roots and where you come from, and to be proud to be who you are, and in me and my tattoo. Because when I first got this, by the way, it was about 10 years ago or so, there was a lot of cynicism in Hollywood, and people who would see me because they thought, wow, you got too much. It's too much, and it looks very rudimentary looking. You know, we don't know what it is. I don't know if you could get roles. You know, it was like that kind of thing, and it messed with me a little bit, because you start thinking, wait, did I mess? Wait, but then as you get a little older, you start to realize, well, then it's just not meant to be. Whatever roles you think I can't have, then okay, but this can't change. Like, this is now my skin.
And I'm glad to see that didn't hold you back. Now I have to ask, just
yes.
Rumor has it that you've been talking about potentially getting into politics. I saw something somewhere online about that. So what's that about? Are we potentially going to see you join that in the
future?
Well,
I tell you what happened. So especially over the course of the last 12 months is with the election, and as the election ramped up, there was so much dialogue that started to happen with fans about, we would love for you to run. You'd make a great president. And so I appreciated that, and I didn't engage in the conversation, but then it started to really become a serious dialogue, and then newspaper articles started getting written, and from really respected newspapers, and I thought, well, it's become important to me to open the table and open the dialogue. So that's where that came from. So the answer is, I would consider, yes, if I could be a real effective leader and be an impactful leader for our country, then of course I would run, and I would surround myself with great leaders too as well.